Hi everyone, Casey Mullaney here from CaseyMullaney.com. And today I'm talking about one of the worst habits that I used to have that I know lots of other people have in their life as well. So today I'm wondering, do you tend to complain as part of conversation? You'll hear people doing this all the time, and you may or may not have picked up on it. You'll hear people talking about the weather. They'll complain about how cold it is, or how wet it is, or it's raining, or that it's going to be too hot. You'll hear people complaining about traffic. You'll hear people complaining about all sorts of nuances in their life. And a lot of this really is just making conversation. You're not always aware that these are actual complaints and could be drawing in more negativity into your life and obviously into your conversations. So today I want to focus a little bit on how to flip that. Like I said, this used to be one of my worst habits, and I actually didn't realize how bad of a habit that it was until a really embarrassing moment. This is when I was in my residency program. It was my dietetic internship to become a dietitian, and I was having a conversation with this girl that was at our apartment, and she was asking about things being hard or if things would be easier, like in the following week with the next rotation, things like that. And I just wasn't thinking about the way I was referring to things or how I was talking about things. And I remember I went into my room, and my roommate, we weren't the best of roommates, my roommate made some really negative comment about how things weren't as hard as I was making them out to be. And I was so embarrassed because I didn't find it to be hard at all. And I realized that I'd gotten into this method of complaining for conversation, and to a point that I didn't even realize that I was complaining. And I see this with people a lot, where it's just like something that you're not aware of. So the very first thing is, I want you to pay a little more attention to what you're saying to other people. When you're having more of these little short casual conversations, or even how you begin interactions with people, what are you focusing on? Are you focusing on the negative side of things, or are you focusing on the joy and the positivity and the happiness to see them? If you notice yourself, and keep note, like even try to write down, keep a notes app on my phone is where I keep track of a lot of those things, if I'm tracking myself in some means. So keep track of how many times a day, or where you're tending to do this more often. If, say there's certain work situations, or there's just certain situations where you tend to be complaining more. Also how many times throughout the day, things like that. Just to bring awareness, because we can't fix things that we don't love unless we bring awareness to them. So this is just to bring in some awareness, see where maybe you're bringing in this habit in not the best way. And then I want you to actively go through your day without complaining about anything. Don't say anything negative about the weather, even if it's freezing, even if it's raining. Don't say anything negative about maybe a situation you're in. Just try to make conversation with things that are more interesting about your day or about yourself, or genuinely getting to know the other person. Another thing that is really great to do is just ask the other person questions about themselves, or ask the other person questions regarding their day, or something they might like, or something around the situation. Another thing this can be good for is actually for seeing the people that you want to be around, which is a whole other topic, but we are like the summation of the people that we're around. And if you find that you tend to draw around you a lot of people that are just complaining or not happy with life, but not moving forward with what they're not happy with in life, then it's also kind of a sign to say, hey, maybe I need to pay a little more attention to what I'm surrounding myself with. So essentially track what you're doing, track and see where situations you're bringing up more negativity, more complaints instead of real conversation. And then start, like I said, including other things to say. And the more you do this, you'll catch yourself. You'll catch yourself when you're starting to use a complaint as part of the conversation, or you'll catch yourself if you see yourself maybe feeding into other people's complaints as well, just to continue conversation. Because you can always flip conversation. Even if somebody else starts out with that, you can say, yeah, not the best out today. How are you doing with this project? Or how's the rest of your day going? Or, there's ways to transfer the conversation so that you're not focused on that negativity and that negativity doesn't continue to grow. And again, the whole point of this is just to live a happier, more joyful life, and also to draw the things that you really want into you. Because when we're focused on the negativity, when we're focused on things we don't want, we're effectively bringing those into our lives as well. So I hope you guys are having an awesome day today, and I look forward to chatting with y'all soon. Talk to you later. Bye.